Please be advised that everything in my video is purely for entertainment purposes. These are purely my thoughts and opinions and are subjective. I must advise you to please do your own research. All media users found on the public domain and are fair use and fair dealings.
Hey guys! Shock! Ta-da! Do you like the new hair? No, not mine. Again, it is horsehair. This one is a bit more of an expensive one. I went for the deluxe wig. This is from Fancy Dress a couple of years ago. I went as, well, see if you can guess. That's the only clue you're getting. Most of you will get that, I am sure. So I'm going to start the video. This is purely a Harry and Meghan video, but with the exception of a huge congratulations to Princess Eugenie and Jack Brooksbank, who have announced that they are expecting a baby. I'm very happy for this couple, very excited. I just like this couple. I think they've been together for a number of years and they just seem very sweet, very in love. I loved their wedding. Their wedding was beautiful, really romantic, very, very well done, tasteful as well, and yeah, so I'm just very excited for the couple. So let's get on with it. This video is Harry and Meghan, and I'm also going to be talking about dun 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 politics, but don't worry, it's me. I'm not going to be talking about anything kind of serious to do with politics because, well, it bores me. I don't understand a lot about it, and unlike a certain someone, I don't believe I know everything about everything. I don't want to be a politician. I don't want to be a TV star. I don't want to win an Oscar. I don't want to run for president or prime minister or become the Pope, as Piers Morgan pointed out. So obviously you know who I'm talking about, but she is definitely getting herself into some deep waters, as is Harry. So we've heard from Gloria Steinem again, who she did the interview with, you know, the casual back garden with the big huge hat on, shoes on the floor. But anyway, we've heard from her. They've been cold calling, you lucky people in the USA. They've been cold calling people to get them to vote, because apparently until Meghan Markle entered America, you guys didn't vote before. I didn't realise this. Also, that I didn't realise that women, you've only just been allowed to vote. That was a massive shocker to me. Absolutely. For those of you who don't get it, that's English sarcasm. Now, we all know which way or what side of the fence Meghan is on. She said it before she even met Harry. She said that Trump was, you know, various other names. I'm not going to get too involved in it. But she said, you know, that she doesn't like him very much. But since we've seen her, and bearing in mind they only left the royal family, now this is where people are getting confused. They have not left the royal family. They are on a 12-month trial of leaving the royal family, okay? So they are still HRHs. They're not meant to use themselves as HRH, but everything still stands. They are still members of the royal family. So for them to be getting involved in politics is a big fat no-no. When they have completely left the royal family, maybe at the end of the 12 months, or they do the honourable thing and actually give up those titles, then they can talk about politics as much as they like. However, I can't imagine too many people in the USA, unless Harry gives up his UK citizenship and actually becomes a resident of the United States, I don't think people are going to be too happy hearing from him chiming in either. So we know the maturity level of Harry and Meghan on this whole thing to do with Trump, because when Trump came and did his state visit to the UK, Meghan decided that she was on maternity leave, making it it was pretty obvious, wasn't it? It was a real cheap shot that she wasn't going to attend it. Whether there was an element of it because she didn't get to go to the state banquet in the evening, but I just think it was because she wanted to make it known clear to her lefty liberal buddies that, you know, she's not going to attend it. She's fine to go to baseball games and show a mug on attendances that Harry was going to while she was on maternity. I think it was even the next day or 2 days after, she was fine to go to Trooping of the Colour, but not to actually meet President Trump. Now, Harry, from a guess, I think he had been ordered to go. I think his wife had told him not to go, but I think the Queen obviously at that point overruled him. The reason why I say this is because I don't think he was particularly friendly towards the president. In fact, the photos that we did see of him, he was pretty much hanging around in the background, and the only way I can describe the face on him was like a pit bull chewing a wasp the entire time. He looked like a stroppy toddler, which is very unusual for a man who was, 34 at the time, to have such a petulant face when he's in a bad mood. Most grown-ass men, you know, they tend to hide it. You can tell, I mean, especially when they're your husbands or something, you know when they've got the ump. But he just literally just walks around like, No. You know, it's absolutely unbelievable. That's why people take the mickey out of Harry quite a lot, because he is quite petulant. I said about in my video the other day that Meghan had used her HRH title, so we had been told on social media, and she had written to the DNC, the Democratic get-together, I guess as it was, and she wanted to replace Kerry Washington. Then they tried to, then she tried to speak on the same night as Michelle Obama, and in the end they kind of subdued her by getting her last minute on that when all women vote. That's why she wasn't there before, and then literally days before it ran, she was there as a guest speaker. So it's pretty obvious that she is voting for the Democratic side. Now, again, I don't want any of you guys to take what I'm saying the wrong way. I am neutral. I do not live in America. I do not understand your politics. I could not say one way or the other. So please don't come at me and go, oh yeah, you're pro-Trump. I'm never listening to you ever again. So I think it was the 23rd of September. I might be a day in or out wrong, but this is when the doo-doo really hit the fan. We had Harry and Meghan. I said that they would appear on the Times 100 influential people, but they weren't actually on the list, as I predicted, because, well, people don't like them very much. And so they were there, but they used this time as Times 100. I was wrong. I thought that they would speak about Diana. No, they used this time to again meddle in the US elections. Oh dear Lord. This time Harry's sitting there like Forrest Gump, sitting there next to Meghan. I don't know whether she's got her hand up his bottom, whether he has become a Stepford wife. This has obviously caused a lot of controversy. Now, I know some people don't get it, and I've seen lots of people getting in arguments on Twitter, but like I said, MEGXIT is a year trial, okay? They haven't left the royal family completely, and they still have their titles. Like, Harry still has all his military positions, he's just not allowed to attend them or use them at the moment. They stay open until they decide what they want to do. At this rate, everyone is hoping that the Queen does something, but considering how long it took her to do anything about the awful Uncle A, I wouldn't be counting our chickens too soon. Now, Meghan is a US citizen, despite the fact that she has not lived in America for, 10 years in Canada, a couple of years in the UK. She is still a US citizen. She can vote for who she wants. She can scream from the rooftops. I don't care if she stood on stage with Joe Biden nipple tassels swinging around telling people to vote. I know that's an image that some of you really don't want in your head, but what I'm saying is, I don't care. She is a USA citizen. She can vote for who she wants. But where it's wrong is she is using her title, she's using a platform that was given to her by marrying Harry, a member of the British royal family. Now, it's come out, the stories have come out more and more and more, that they never wanted to be full-time members of the royal family. They never wanted to do it, because we found out about all of the business plans, all of the stuff they had going on behind the scenes, all of the deals they were setting up. There's been lots of slips of the tongue, which Omid just can't help himself. God, he's like a leaking tap, which I'll do in my video tomorrow. Tune in for that one, because I've got some real funny stuff. But they are still members of the royal family, and the royal family are meant to stay neutral, apolitical, especially when it comes to another country's politics. That's the point. And until they give up those titles, they should be still representing the standards of a British member of the royal family, and they are not. Harry knows better. Meghan does what the hell she wants, but it's incredibly wrong. It's diplomatically wrong, really. I mean, people have mentioned about Obama. I keep doing this hand thing today. I'm feeling the hand jig. I don't know if it's the wig. It's just bringing something out. But a few people have mentioned Obama said about Brexit. You know, if people voted for Brexit in the UK, then the world was going to end. You know, to that sort of degree. And you know that also. Butt out. Sorry, not your country. But the problem is with that, is that's not the same as Obama coming on our primetime TV, our UK TV show, sitting there with Michelle Obama and telling us we should vote Tory, we should vote Lib Dems, we should vote Labour. That's the equivalent of it. You don't do it, and it's incredibly infuriating that Harry thinks that this sort of behaviour is okay. It's pretty obvious that Meghan has got his balls locked away somewhere, buried deep in the backyard. She probably got the dog to bury them. But But there is 1,001 reasons why this is constitutionally wrong. He knows it. Meghan knows it. All I can think of is they are wanting the Queen to go, right, let's hit your titles are stripped. So they can go, victims, we're victims, we're victims. Everyone's mean to us. It's because Meghan's biracial. It's because of this. So they just testing and pushing like a toddler does, you know, until you eventually snap. They're trying to just push you that little bit far to see how far that they can truly push you. Either way, they have definitely pushed the UK public way too far. The polls are coming in everywhere. Every magazine, every newspaper, I'd say it's probably a good 3/4 they want their titles stripped from them. They are definitely damaging the UK monarchy because they are still linked to it. Now, this is what I'm saying. If they never wanted to do this, if this was just they wanted to be Harry and Meghan, Windsor, Markle, whatever you want to call them, they could have done this. They could have turned down the titles in the beginning. They could have moved to America. But do you think if they'd have done that and they didn't have that huge, grand princess wedding and they didn't have those tours, you know, that's being spoken about, that Meghan and Harry's tour of Africa was the most expensive tour, I think it was of 2018. Forgive me if I've got the dates wrong. But the problem you've got there is, yes, other people picked up going, oh, well, when William and Catherine went to Ireland, it cost double, blah, 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 blah. They're the future king and queen. They're still full-time members of the working royal family. Harry and Meghan went to South Africa and they knew that they were leaving. They were taking all the taxpayers' money, the allowances, the security, shipping over vehicles. They were taking it all knowing that they were going to leave. So where I'm going with this is they would not have those titles. They would not have the platform if it wasn't for them convincing the UK and the Queen that that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to give their life to serving the UK public and the UK as a whole as the rest of the royal family. So what they've done is they've conned us. They've tricked the Queen, they've tricked the royal family, they've taken the titles, they're keeping hold of them tooth and nail, and they are now using the platform that they were given by the UK, by marrying into the monarchy, to meddle in US elections. It is completely disgustingly wrong. Do you think that Harry and Meghan, if they had actually left and Harry had gone, I wanted to leave the royal family for a long time. I love Meghan. She's given up so much and I've decided that finally I've met the love of my life. I'm going to move to America and not renounce his princely title. He's still a prince, but, you know, they're not going to become members of the, you know, full-time members of the royal family. He's not going to accept a dukedom. Meghan could have, you know, gone back to America, continued acting. Sorry. Sorry, supposed to be mature about this. I'm talking about politics. She could continue grifting and doing whatever it was that she was doing out there. But do you think they would have got the Netflix deal? Do you think they'd be buddies with Michelle Obama? Do you think George and Amal Clooney would have been like speaking up for them, speaking about how bullied that they were? Friends like Ellen, Oprah, Tyler Perry sending his jet to come rescue them. All these Russian oligarchs that are lending them their mansions or giving them to them millions of pounds off. There's some dodgy connections with the Russian oligarchs. You know, I mean, if you're going to get into murky waters, start hanging around with that bunch. So this is where it has gone absolutely insane in the UK, but I wanted to try and explain it because I know some people in America and other countries don't understand why we are so pissed that Prince Harry is meddling in this. As I said, Meghan Markle, picture it again. Joe Biden nipple tassels. She can do what the hell she likes, but Prince Harry should be staying out of it. He's disrespecting the Queen, he's disrespecting the monarchy, he's disrespecting the UK, and most importantly, he is disrespecting the country that right now he's a guest in, and he is really treading on the toes of the president. So you think that it would have gone unnoticed, but it hasn't. So as I bring this this video rant to the end, my favourite part of this story is that a reporter in a White House conference the other day actually brought it up. You know, it's brave of them to bring up Harry and Meghan to Donald Trump in the middle of a White House conference meeting, but they did, and they said, what do you feel about Harry and Meghan basically meddling in the US elections? This was his response. I'm not a fan of hers, and I would say this, and she probably heard that, but I wish a lot of luck to Harry. He's gonna need it. Oh, boom! Wow! Drop the mic. Bah! It's out of here. Wow. That's probably been one of the highlights of this week for me, because I've been really kind of like pissed about the whole thing with them meddling with politics, going, why is nobody doing anything? Why are the government not getting involved with this? This is really international waters that we should not be sort of like treading in. But Donald Trump, I love it. So whoever you guys vote for, I don't care. It's your country. You make those decisions. But I have to say that Donald Trump has definitely won a few more fans this side of the pond after saying that, because he's right. Harry is going to need a lot of help, and we all know why. And it's coming one day, and I think it's coming sooner than Harry will ever imagine. The problem is Harry really going to have anyone left that really is going to want to help him? So I'll leave that thoughts with you. I am coming back tomorrow, and I'm doing a video on all of the other royals, and I might do a separate one. As I said, I might try and kind of separate Harry and Meghan, but I've got some stuff that's going on with the court case, and it just makes me giggle. I might have a different wig on. I might just have my normal hair. We shall see. It will be a surprise for you guys. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.
If you like my video, please remember to like and subscribe. Please, angry typists, you will be blocked, so save your fingers the time. If you would like to buy me a coffee, please go to my About page and click the link. Love, Taz.